hate to cut this conversation short, though I'd probably say it is around this point that, at the very least, both Wetzel and Wit, as well as the rest of the party, would start to see a bit of the bonfire further up.
Wetzel just goes, it is the first time I've had a family, I suppose, so I guess we're all getting used to it.
Yeah. Wit'll say, I'll talk to you in the morning, okay? Be up early.
Yes, I think I will stay in my hole, at least for another night.
If you want to come in, feel free to join all of us in the whole cuddle puddle, as Puck calls it.
I would hope at least for now we keep this between us.
Of course. Living on the streets, I know that you can't be no narc.
It is true. Good night, Wit.
Good
May we
night.
both get better lives than we got.
Sleep well.
Omen goes like in front like of Gregor and Caitlin, and it's like, all right, I got like 15 gold here. Whoever wins this little game that I have.
Gregor slowly goes to put his hand up before Cutwain just slowly pushes his hand back down. Keep your gold. You're gonna need it.
Come on, live a little. Come on.
Go to bed, guys. It's late.
Alright, wait, as you go to stretch your wings for a sudden, like, you go to pull them back in before you realize you feel kind of a tug on, like, the tip of, like, your right wing. And, like, after, like, a second, it kind of, like, pull your wing and you look in the direction and you don't see anything.
That's weird. Whatever, I'm tired. I'm going to bed.
Cuddle puddle!
Alright, well, if you want to make your hands busy, Omen, help me cook this. See, she just...
I'm still holding it, you know.
Yeah,
But
and
fine,
I could use your hands after you clean them to cook it. Elves, come on.
Alright, shorty.
Does a 19 hit your AC?
Does 19 hit my AC? Wait, did you hear my comment about shorty?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it hits. It hits. It hit.
Yeah, I'm sure, so I can do this, and she kicks you right between the legs.
Omen got kicked in the left nut.
Now, after you're done in your fetal position, she just grabs the meat from your arms after you dropped it and just, like, starts putting it on a stick to start basically spit roasting it. Just help tend the fire once you get up.
So no one else showed up at the campsite?
Amia and Zoman are still there, and of course, like, after all this, Catwain and Gregor reunite with Zoman just and start talking amongst themselves. You know, the rest of the party are handed out the cooked on-keg meat. I'm afraid we don't have much to season it with.
What does it taste like?
You take a bite into it. Unfortunately, again, as described, it's just basically cooked meat. It's not seasoned. After it's been cooked, it tastes very, like, earthy? It's like a weird mix between lobster and mushroom, but it's also, you know, like, there's no dressing or seasoning or anything to it, so it's just kind of nothing but that same flavor.
There are plenty of berries around these parts, right? Well, actually, now that I think about it, we haven't even searched for berries, but you get my point. Hey, Wetzel, I got some skewers. You want this?
You hear no response.
Paimon, are you there?
Slowly but groggily, you see what looks to be a very sleepy Paimon just crawl their way out and look up at you.
Okay, I know you can understand me. Here is like a food for your owner, so it's better to like eat and rest with a full stomach.
The mouse kind of like sits for a moment before crawling back into the hole. And Wetzel, you basically feel just kind of like skidding around at the top of your head, like basically running circles, Paimon, trying to get your attention.
Paimon, Wetzel kind of like looks at it, and for reference, he's not asleep, he's crying, but trying to make sure no one notices. This man is depressed and repressed. You just see like the leaf kind of lift up a little bit, and you just see Wetzel's tail like slither out and take the skewer.
Good night, buddy. I'll see you tomorrow. And then Omens just leave and goes back to the campsite. That's actually really delicious, by the way.
I've cooked weirder things in my time out here. At least this ain't the first time I've spent out bushwhacking.
Yo, this shit slap.
I am not even gonna ask if that's slang and common or not. And I could care less if it is.
Well, if you're tired, then I guess the Cuddle Palace is calling for your name.
We both know that a lot happened today.
Yeah, we're getting up pretty.
You weren't tired.
It's almost midnight. It's 3.
Yeah.
We're having a pretty late dinner. Probably end up having a bit of a late morning rising. But,
Yeah, probably. But the
well,
only thing that's gonna remove this tiredness away from me is the money in the end of the line.
Puck is totally passed out.
Vetzel, if you'd like to roll that save.
Yes, I would.
18. So, yeah.
Okay.
Then I'll...
So basically,
for
what
it.
Vetzel is trying to do is he has been just crying in his little pit until he like forces himself to stop, at least to a point where he seems like calm. By this
Like-
point, everyone's asleep, and Vetzel just like carefully picks up Paimon in his leaf and crawls out of his hole and starts like slithering to the cabin.
As you like try to think of like, okay, you can basically try to think of like, okay, you can do this, not basically snap out of it. You know, you could, you know, you don't have to stay in this hole all the time. And you go to reach for Paimon. Paimon is gone.
Can he check? He's frantically checking his clothes.
You're feeling up your clothes, feeling everything, checking your bag. Nowhere.
Vetzel just kind of like looks around. Does he see like any like tracks or anything?
Roll a perception check. 7. You don't really see, like, you're looking around, like, you're looking frantically, like, where is it? You know, you're, like, unfortunately, Paimon being a very small creature, it would be very easy for them to just squirm off or do something. But yeah, you're looking around, you don't see any tracks.
Vetzel just kind of like grabs his pen and goes, "Hope you're safe. We'll miss you." And he basically accepts that he's been abandoned.
Oh,
Because
I heard.
Vetzel has had Paimon since his homeless days in New Arcaster, so he's just like, yeah, this is not where a mouse is supposed to be, so it's fair enough he's left. And Vetzel is just crying as he's slithering to the cabin.
As you poke your head out of the hole and, like, go to make your way towards the cabin, you actually see about, like, 10 feet from the hole, you actually see, like, just kind of sitting there, basically on, like, amongst, like, some of the brush, a pure white cat.
Vetzel just kind of like stares at it, kind of like motions to the cat, trying to like calmly go near it.
It immediately crawls up to you and, like, basically brushes up against your quote-unquote tail and starts purring.
I'm going to assume one of us met our destined fate. Well, I suppose I technically fed you, so
No, that
makes
that
makes
is
sense to
sad.
be friendly.
No!
Like, as you say that, the cat just kind of, like, tilts its head, like, "Meow."
Vetzel just like picks up the cat and holds it in his arms.
And it just it basically noodles as you bring it up into your arms. And it seems to be like almost like patting at like your arm and like looking back up at you and like patting at your arm and looking back up at you.
Vetzel is just silently crying. Like there's just tears.
I know this is gonna sound weird. Roll insight on the cat. 16.
16?
You do recall Paimon being a pure white mouse with, you know, those soft, like, basically, like, melanistic white, kind of faintly red eyes. You look at the cat's eyes, they're also faintly red.
Paimon? He kind of just like holds the cat like by its like shoulders to not hurt it, but it's like he's holding it in front of him.
Yeah,
And he's like-
he's just kind of, like, long catting right now. They seem to be, like, looking around at the area for a minute, before their eyes catch on, like, a moth, that's fluttering nearby, kind of getting closer to the bonfire, and they, like, jump up, and, like, catch it out of the air. As you can see now, the moth in the cat's teeth, as it picks it up and almost, like, carries it over to you, like, oh, hey, this is food. The moth seems to be metallic, and, like, as it drops it out of its mouth, you can see there's a chain connected to the moth, and you realize, wait, this is a necklace.
What the fuck is happening?
And it starts licking itself.
Vetzel picks up the moth necklace.
It's pure silver, by the looks of it. At least has a very silvery metallic sheen in the moonlight. And like with the lower wing patterns and like the abdomen, it almost resembles like a smiling face.
Is there enough necklace to wear it? Vetzel is just like, oh god, I died, didn't I? Oh, did I die? And this is purgatory? Is my spirit?
Yeah, the cat hisses like, as if like no.
Did you respond to me? Oh, okay. Okay. Before I fucking lose my mind. One paw up for yes, no paw up for no. Are you Paimon?
The cat, like, stands up on its hind legs and raises both.
Okay. Vetzel, like, puts both his hands on the ground. He goes, left hand for kinda, right hand for no. Are you Paimon?
Seems to stare into the middle distance for a minute, before it just kind of raises its right paw.
Okay. So you might be my most closest friend, Paimon, who was a mouse and is now a cat, but you don't know for sure. Oh God, was I roofied again?
I'll say with the insights check of 16, you're not 100% sure if the cat is fucking with you.
Yeah.
Whichever
That's what
way,
the cat thinks of
whichever
you.
way, this cat has some intelligence to it, and it may or may not have sass.
Okay,
God, I
Vetzel
love
is just
that.
going to put this necklace.
This definitely feels to be some sort of weird, like, sensation with this necklace.
Okay, you know what? I am going to wipe my tears, and I am going to call you Paimon for now. Because either you have eaten Paimon and are staying with me and are a very intelligent cat, which can happen with alley cats, I've met a few, or you're somehow Paimon, and this necklace has
Paimon, like,
appeared.
tilts his head side to side. Yeah.
I love cats.
Okay, how about we get some rest and figure this out tomorrow before I feel like I'm going to have a
Paimon,
breakdown.
like, jumps up onto your shoulder and starts making bread on your shoulder.
Well, you
Basically, like, let's go, sleep time.
I'll call you Paimon for now, and he just kind of like pets the cat.
As you basically, like, kind of curl up to go to sleep, you watch as the cat basically crawls off and curls up in the same spot that Paimon usually does, basically next to you.
And he just kind of like curls up with the cat hesitantly and just falls asleep.
And as you go to fall asleep, wearing this amulet, just kind of feeling it kind of cool against your, at least against your neck, or at least around, like, your collarbone. As you're trying to let sleep overtake you, as at least it's noticeably warmer in the hut in comparison to outside in the hole in the mud. And I'll also say, for the sake of this, everyone except Vetzel could please mute their microphones.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.